What's up, guys? Welcome to your Tuesday evening physics class. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Nayuta just smashed you or grabbed you or something. I'm not really sure what that animation actually is, to be honest. It looks super cool, but I don't really know what's happening. Let me make some Discord posts really quick. Grab the YouTube link. And we'll grab the Twitch link. Still early days. I think only a few people have joined so far. For once, I'm actually starting on time. Actually, I think I started a couple minutes early. There we go. And we'll post it over here in the media tab. All right. Who do we have in chat? We got the Shadow Theft. We have Warlock Warlord, Sudden But Inevitable, Sophia Graham, Lone Syndicate, David Santana, Togashi Jack. What's up, everybody? You trying to sneak into the stream and be quiet? What's happening here? What's up? What's up? You hope I play the Fruit Ninja minigame too? Dude, it's fun. It's that's a good minigame on Silver and Blood. Definitely way better than the last two that we got. Hello, hello. Yeah, I know, right? Starting on time, it's crazy. All right, let's start clicking some red dots. It's been a bit of a weird day. So I'm a little low energy, I think. It's time to chill, enjoy some games. Is it like darker than normal? I feel like I look pretty dark on camera right now. I don't think my lighting is all that different than I normally do it. I'm hunting wabbits. Slowly trying to restore all my wind resources. Like double wind units where I got all their skills to level 10 definitely used up a lot. Okay. Anything else that I'm buying in here? No. Cool. Am I all out of that mushroom caffeine drink? I am. That was just like part of like a gift basket that I won. How weird was your day on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, I don't know. Hard to say. What is weird? There are always weird days. You know, this isn't Silver and Blood time, but it's kind of looking forward to trying Van Helsing. He's good. He's particularly gonna make Time Worn Mausoleum like way easier. All right, let's advise some people. What are my special arena teams? Well, we'll take a look at them when I get to arena. Honestly, it's been quite a while since I've updated them because I kind of checked out of arena. So I don't know if they're really optimized, but we'll take a look at them. How long has it been since the last MR2 lore drop? I don't know. What was even the last thing I said about it? Oh, that's funny. Probably a while. Probably a while. You've cleared Time Worn Mausoleum 75, so you can safely auto from here. Okay, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely don't need Van Helsing, right? But he'll make things like faster, I guess, which is a good thing. Although now we have the quick clear for it if you're not trying to get more artifacts. So I guess that's kind of not really relevant. Grab D. I'm playing 2023 Arena. Maybe. I don't know if it's quite that bad, but yeah, maybe. I know I did add Bay just because I got her treasure and I was like, oh, I'm going to throw Bay on there. I don't even know if it was really like a good decision to do that to be honest, but I just wanted to put her somewhere. I said I don't want the bomber scoops. Okay, so the last thing I said about the MR2 is like the extra side air scoops that I didn't like it. Yeah. I try and keep like I think the MR2 has naturally like very good lines. So yeah, I just like keep it as like stock looking as possible as far as the body goes. 99% of people watching right now have no clue what I'm even talking about. But one guy in chat is interested. Do I need to add another person to my favorites? Maybe, maybe not. Should I start advising Flora? Yeah, maybe I start advising Flora. Did I really? I don't remember finishing anybody yesterday. Max. Huh. Alright. Flora it is. What's up, Dr. Eagles? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, MR2 is waiting on a tune. I guess there's some lore for you. So it's sitting. And they're being really slow about it. Because it should have been actually being tuned this week. And yeah, hasn't happened. After the recent reshuffle, Special Arena actually got tryhard. Dude, like Special Arena for like old accounts is pretty rough. Because if there's any like big whales that like are still playing, like you're playing them. And they do shuffle it around, but I don't think I've ever seen a shuffle to the point where like, oh, suddenly everybody has like a new weak account that I'm playing against. Like it's always like really strong players, you know? Advising Flora sounds like a 2007 emo band. I could see it. Next lore drop in 4 months. Oh, man. Well, hopefully... I don't know. You'll have to check in. I don't know if I'll remember. But... after it's been tuned, maybe that's the next lore drop. I can let you guys know. So hopefully that's not 4 months from now. That's a big problem if it is 4 months from now. All right, let's do this free poll for Liberalia. How many more days of this do we have? Oh, this is the last day. This is the very last day. All right, all right. Limit Break 2 Librolio coming right up. Would have been hype. Would have been hype. You went from the most uncontested Challenger 3 to Challenger 8. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Do I have stuff to open in here? I do. Just this, though. You have one copy, and you're fine with that? Yeah. I wouldn't stress about more. Like, at this point, you know, whatever. You'll get more eventually. Alright, to the event with its beautiful art. I skipped the story, though, to be honest, guys. I can't lie to you. I skipped the story. Can single poles turn into gold? Yeah, they can. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So, who watched my anniversary review video? If you haven't already, I talk about the different aspects of like all the different characters, the skins, the raid, the music, and kind of like give them all a rating just for fun. And then I do like kind of a story recap. Worst part of anniversary event was definitely the minigame. TLDR of this event story is Nora is old and that's okay. Cool. Alright. That's a positive message, I guess. She's old and that's okay. Cool. It was cute, but that's it. Yeah, okay. Nothing special. Watched the anniversary review, agree with 98% of it. Made a post on the YouTube channel that got modded out of existence. Oh yeah, it's not really for conversation on, that's just for like posting, right? Sometimes like an occasional comment, like a reply to the video or like reactions or whatever is fine. But generally I will like remove comments that show up on that channel. I don't want to actually turn comments off to like completely turn off any interaction there. But yeah, I just don't want like conversations starting to happen, you know? That can be on other channels. And we're talking about Discord, by the way, for the record, so just so anybody knows. Because I post all of my YouTube videos on my community Discord. Anniversary review video was great. You liked your Naruto skin ranking regret face. I mean, it is a good skin. But I feel like I made my point about why it wasn't like the best for me, you know? You did the anniversary minigame for the frame. That's cool. I mean, at least you got a reward that you liked, you know? You'll watch it for an MR2 video / short. Yeah, probably not going to upload an MR2 video on this channel. Your biggest concern of where do they even go from here is why is the minigame so garbage? Hey, we got double custom module. And in the last one, we got a custom module. Nice, we're already on 3. Yeah, as far as where they go from here, I think that's like a thing with any live service, like ongoing game, you know what I mean? Where they kind of just have to keep coming up with stuff. I think in this particular case, it'll probably just be quite a while until we face the queen again. Like, I don't imagine we're going to have a showdown with Lilywise anytime soon, you know what I mean? So I'm sure there will be a lot of adventures along the way. Did the minigame for the free polls. I mean, there were decent resources in there. Like, there were definitely reasons to do the minigame. Beyond if you liked it or not. I just didn't have it in me. I was like, I really just don't want to spend my time doing this, you know? Difference between the Nikke skin not being your best and not making S tier. I mean, that's true. That's true. That's true. I guess I was trying to keep S tier as like only my favorites. I don't know. Maybe mistakes were made. You're waiting for the next survey to tell them that type of minigame again? Yeah. I don't think most people want them to do that kind of minigame again. Yeah, Jack, I saw your comment on the actual video. I've thought of that before too. I think it's definitely a good analogy. That this certainly felt like kind of like a Avengers Infinity War. Like, it really came to a climax, but they lost. But I would assume in this situation, rather than going, like, straight into endgame, we'll have, like, a bunch of other things happen before we get, like, an endgame comparison. You know what I mean? You notice you had to have the minigame open in order to progress, like, to accumulate stuff and whatever? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, that is seriously ridiculous. You broke the 160 wall in Nikke and S&B today. Double milestones. Hey, congratulations. That's pretty massive. Double breaking the wall. That's big. Missiles Tribe Tower. Okay, we got a boss. Did the minigame for Eden's lore chapters. Do you feel like there was any, like, critical piece of lore? Like, anything where, like, let me know if there was something that you feel like was really important to not have missed. Like, from Eden's Spear. You thought MLB Nayuta was necessary? For what? That would be kind of crazy if they required you to get max limit break for any specific thing. Okay, at what point would you say leader fell off? Like, to be clear, leader is definitely not a bad unit. And she's still, I would say, in the top 5 burst ones. But I would say barely, like it's kind of situational. I don't know, like at what point was it like, oh, leader's not just insane anymore, you know what I mean? Because like I was thinking about this earlier. And I don't know, I couldn't think about it. I'm like, was it as soon as Rappy came out? Not really, like even if Rappy was better, a lot of the time use Rappy as a burst 3 anyway, and like she still seemed really good. I'm not sure. For you, leader fell off the moment you acquired a Little Mermaid. Yeah, that might be more of when she was like was starting to fall out of like dominance or like major relevance. When Siren came out, yeah, you agree? I think you guys might be right. Decoder wife will get the boot before her. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the team, right? It really depends on the team. Because Decoder wife still has better cooldown reduction. And on certain teams, some pretty good off-burst buffs. Not that leader doesn't have good buffs. I mean, she does. But I think it's pretty situational. The most important moments of Eden's Spear, I believe we're talking about, is when you can see Dorothy approaching the realization that her current MO and the way she acts are wrong, but doesn't quite get there. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the like main story, like she refuses to team up, and she's just like, no, I can't forgive. Leader got auto-corrected to literally. That checks out. Earlier today, I was trying to type tentacles, talking about the fight with Kraken, and it auto-corrected to testicles, so, you know, these things happen. You don't use her anymore at this point? Like, you literally just don't use leader at all? I feel like she's still on a lot of raid teams. But maybe we are getting to that point. Maybe we are getting to that point. Leader got benched the moment Dorothy banner came out? Okay, alright. Clearly there's like different priorities. I think leader plus maids can make a very solid neutral element win team. Yeah. I think her attack buff is still really good. And the giving ammo is really good. But I feel like for really strong accounts, the repairing cover thing, which used to be like a big deal, honestly, has just become less and less relevant. And the fact that her cooldown reduction isn't like 7 or 8 seconds is definitely a mark against her, like the more and more like really big cooldowns that we get. Leader fell off in favor of Rappy Red Hood. Rappy was doing more damage in Burst 1 than Red Hood. As a Burst 3 with no... Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about for, like, one single team, you know, for like pushing campaign or whatever, like, yeah, leader is probably out for sure. Next Union raid will be your first? Okay, good luck. You might use her in Union raid, but I think, you know, she's more likely to be used in solo raid because you're making 5 teams then. But it depends on what elements you attack. Like, there's a lot of variables in Union raid, like depending on like what team you're making because you're choosing 3 different bosses, you know. Dorothy feels like she might accidentally become a heretic. I don't know about accidentally, but I think she's, you know, been a little bit more on the villain side than hero side for quite a while. Cover isn't relevant if everything instantly dies. Yeah, exactly. Which I think is just more and more common now. Like, and this might be different for lower level accounts that are, you know, like building up and doing different game modes. But I think for strong accounts, you kind of either just don't care about your cover at all, like it'll be fine, or it's like something that gets like instantly destroyed. So like the recovery of it is less and less relevant. Third anniversary recap video was A+. Ah, glad you enjoyed it, Lone Syndicate. Dora's on that fine line at this point. She will become the worst villain or the best redeemed character. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, Leader is still like a fantastic unit for newer players to invest in, right? Because as you said, she's available to everybody, and not everybody has every unit. And Leader is, you know, far and away from being a bad unit. So yeah, I mean, kind of everything I've been saying about Leader is just sort of like under the assumption you have all the units. You know what I mean? Wait, is Rookie Arena off right now? Yeah, it is. Okay. Dora is a very complex character and stubborn as well. Yeah, I agree. Red Hood Gotcha skin looks really good, but you still prefer the red dress one? Yeah, that's fair. Red Hood looks good in all 3 looks that she has. Only Drake is the real villain? Sure. Anyway, these are my special arena teams for what it's worth. Yeah, so I kind of just like stuck Bay on here. What else am I doing? I don't know if I should have Noah on this team, to be honest. Maybe I should put Noah on a different team. This is like the best team. In theory, I would put Trina on this team, but I've never built Trina. Also, I just recently built Drake, which I had never built before. So I should probably put Drake on one of these teams, too. Speaking of her. Yeah, I will say that Nihilister is a fight that you absolutely want cover repair. It's very true. Leader is absolutely still useful right there. Because your cover takes so much damage, and you'll just die from like burn dot damage if you run out of your cover. So leader for sure does have application there. You like that Red Hood's gotcha skin fits her character more? It does, it does. I should retire Noah until she gets repaired as a challenge. Oh no. That would be bad for me. I don't know. So yeah, I should put Drake somewhere. Maybe Drake should be on this team. I just don't even know. It's been a while since I've really thought about this. Want to put Scarlet in slot 4? In slot 4? It's just because I want to make sure that like Blanc gives her the shield. I'm not using a lot of shotgun characters, but I probably should be. And Drake just has good burst generation and then just like a good attack buff. And it's entirely possible that I should just completely rebuild these teams. Winter announcement in 3 days. We all talking spoilers now? All right, so do I want to mess with changing this? Honestly, I don't even remember what Bae does. Let me check and see. What does she do? Okay. I mean, she does seem pretty good, actually. She does seem pretty good. She kicks really high. That she does. I think I'm just gonna leave my teams. I'm just gonna leave them. But I don't know. I feel like I probably should have Drake on here. If nothing else, just for like, I'd have to put a cube on her, like CP padding, and like the attack up buff is really good. Obviously, it's a way better attack up buff if I'm pairing with shotguns. Try this team. Jackal, Blanc, Scarlet, Helm, Siren. Jackal, Blanc, Scarlet, Helm, Siren. It's probably pretty good, but this team is kind of my guaranteed win team already. Like, this is definitely my strongest team of the three. This is often the throwaway team. Anyway, let's actually do some attacks. Is there anybody I can... The problem is, and part of the reason why I kind of like checked out of Special Arena is just the CP of the people that are ranking has gotten so high. You know what I mean? So, like, just as an example, there are some people that are lower in here. Like, no matter what team I make, I'm not beating this person. You know what I mean? Like, the CP difference is just, like, way too crazy. And a lot of them are kind of like that. So that's sort of why I stopped thinking about it so much. Let's see. Can we beat this person? Yeah. See, the big advantage, like we were saying with Trina, is like Trina can then be paired with Scarlet, and then you could put Blanc on a different team. Because I'm using Blanc as my Trina. But I did not build her, so... Maybe we just attack like this, to be honest. Let's just try it. I'm at a CP disadvantage, but not a crazy one, so maybe I'll get there. Well, 4th anniversary of time travel. I hope they don't introduce time travel to Nikke. Anything's possible. Yeah, I was afraid of that last one. So I knew I was going to lose this one, and then this was my win. The third team was the question mark. We can try fighting Bolt one more time. Because their team just, I mean, this is just like really, really high CP. You know what I mean? We'll try this. But even here, I think I'm just like at a disadvantage. We'll give it one more go. There we go. All right, so we did get there. Just had to ignore his like super high CP team. High CP team. I don't know why that was like hard to say. My biscuit is exposed. Is my biscuit exposed? Yeah. But I think she's the person I'm least worried about. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure that I burst. Like, these 3 slots are pretty much set, right? So I want to make sure that I'm bursting as a burst 1 with Red Hood. And then I'm going to tank with Noah and then have Cinderella. So the only real option is to switch Biscuit and Rapunzel. Maybe that would be better. You don't think they'll do time travel? Yeah, I kind of don't think they will do time travel. I would be very surprised if they did. It's not impossible, like anything could happen, but I think they're really running out of ideas if they do. If you learned anything from your years of consuming different kinds of media, it's that things always get messy and confusing when time travel is introduced. 100%, yeah. Like, there are some stories that are, like, really built around the concept of time travel. And, like, their whole point is that they're, like, exploring the idea of time travel and however it works internally, whether it's, like, multiple timelines or the fact that you can't change the past or whatever, you know? And those can be interesting. And, like, a big part of Silver and Blood's storyline is actually time travel. And, like, I kind of say that Iona is really, like, the main character of it because of that. And it's still an interesting story. But I think if you just have a story that, like, isn't really, like, about that concept, and then you introduce time travel, that's really where, like, the problems can start. Yeah, we only get new chapters like every couple of months, so I assume they have like a timeline mapped out like far further than we can see, and they probably know where they're going. You know. If they did time travel, they would have done it already, because there have been plenty of Nikkes who would have wanted to go back in time. Yeah. I mean, I think the only, like, again, I just hope this isn't a thing at all. And I don't think it will be. I'd be very surprised. But I think if they do introduce time travel, it has to be like a new discovery, a new invention, right? Um, like, I'm just kind of spitballing here, but like, you know, um, Eden and the Ark like collaborate and like share their, you know, findings of technology, and they develop like time travel, or like it turns out that the Rapture Queen is an entity that has always had the power of time travel, and you know that's why we're not sure like where the Raptures even came from, because like she's been like manipulating the past or something, like, you know, I don't know, like I think it would have to be something like that, um, because it would have to be like a new discovery, you know. But let's just all pray that that never happens. We don't want time travel in Nikke. The developer said they're currently 8 months ahead with development. They probably talked about that in an extended developer interview. I can't remember specifically what they said, but I'll take your word for it. Mihara goes back in time to punch Suyan's mom. Justified. All right, let's go to the surface. I don't remember what I'm doing here. Let's go explore. Oh, shoot these raptures. Why do I have a notification here? Oh, because it's the daily missions. I should probably claim these. I'm maxed out on my capacity, so I can't claim more. Okay. Construction complete. Upgrade. What else can I build? Research. Can I claim these now? There we go. Wait, defense failed? Defense on what? What did I just fail? I didn't even know I, like, did a thing right now. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna keep moving. Hello? If they time travel and don't give us a dinosaur Nikke, you'll quit. It'd make Moran happy. Okay, what does this say? What? Is this like coordinates? This is probably the answer to like what order I'm supposed to step on these switches or something. Yeah, that's when we get the Godzilla collab. The long-awaited Godzilla collab. Do I need to go through this? Let's go through this. I don't know where this takes me. It's still coming, guys. That's how did that start? I don't remember. How did we start saying there was going to be a Godzilla collab? I don't even remember where this joke came from. Defense failed means I lost one of my outposts. Well, shit. How do I know what order to step on these? I have no idea what this means. 1899, 12, 32, 80. I wonder if I need multiple Nikkes. I might need to bring my other team over here. Because it doesn't look like I'm doing anything when I step on these. Like, it's not even really showing up as, like, I'm doing the wrong thing. It doesn't even look like anything is happening. You got Moran's dino skin, even though you don't have her yet. You just like dinosaurs. That's fair. Hopefully you get her soon. I wish Moran upon you soon. It's a clock? Whoa, 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 what? I kind of see like 1230. I don't know, what is this 1899? Hold on, we're gonna come back to that. Dude, it really bothers me that these are black. Can I make them turn into water? The other one is just still out of reach. No. Alright, so we gotta defend things here. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like I'm just never gonna get into this. I was a little more interested when it first launched. Even though clearly I didn't like go through it very quickly. But I think the more I've played it, the more I'm just like, I just don't know if I have like the motivation to do more of this. Which in a way that's a little sad, because I almost feel like, is that a trend? Like for the first time, I skipped out on finishing a minigame. And now I'm like not wanting to do surface mode. I don't know. It just feels like another task to do. Yeah. And I feel like this is a relatively in-depth game mode, right? Which honestly, like, props to them for making it actually like a thing that like has strategy and you like have to think about it. Because if you're going to add something, it might as well be like a real thing, right? But at the same time, if it doesn't click with you as a player, if it doesn't click with me, and it's not like super easy and quick to do, then it's like, you know, is this something that I have like the enthusiasm, the time, the mental energy to do? Because there are a lot of things to do in the game. And most of it I do really like. And I just don't know if this is going to be one of them, you know? The mode feels half-baked. It's so slow and tedious. Most people don't really like surface mode. Yeah. The thing about this is the hexagon tree will be a priority to buff your account. Which I have actually not even touched that. I've not done anything with it at all. And yes, I feel like, you know, the fact that you can get some pretty good resources from this, you can get buffs from it, it does feel like it's something that is pretty bad to ignore. I don't know. If my account ends up really falling behind because I'm like not really doing surface content, that would be pretty unfortunate. You like it except for the bosses? That's fair. I mean, I'm sure some people like it. I'm sure some people do. The hexagon stuff is the only reason you'll play the official release. Since this is beta, you don't care. Give us something where nikkes get to just own waves after waves of raptures. You can get 60% of rock per day from surface content. Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing about surface mode is that it is a pretty in-depth mode with a lot of incentives to do it. And even if it feels a little half-baked and they can improve some things on it, I think there is like a lot of work that went into it. And there's like obviously like, you know, a lot of systems there. And so it's, you know, they're putting effort into it. The problem is that I feel like not only does it make your list of things to do in the game that much longer, is that it's also like a pretty big departure from the other content, right? So I think that's kind of a problem. Because it almost feels like it could just be its own game, right? And so if you're like someone that would really liked the core nikke gameplay of, you know, doing the whatever, you know, normal battles and like testing raid teams and you know, reading the story, all that, like the surface mode isn't necessarily going to appeal to you, where like I literally feel like it could be kind of its own game, you know. And then like, because like imagine if that was like a game and then they added like the nikke battles, you know, like the normal, like, you know, things where you're looking over their shoulder. Like it would be like a pretty wild departure. So I don't know. Yeah, it feels out of place. I think it feels weird to have a very time-consuming mode in the game that advertises itself as playable within one hand. I mean, it does feel kind of weird, yeah. Like, it's just too much to have as a side mode. I think that's just, like, what it comes down to, you know? To be fair, when it's done, it's done. And then you're spending negligible time maintaining things and claiming rewards. I mean, presumably they'll keep adding to it though, right? Like that's my assumption, that like it would keep getting like more and more and more. Just like we get new story chapters and all that. Maybe not, but I would think that they would keep adding to it. You would have liked it 2 or 3 years ago. After 3 years of being a day one player, you don't want more stuff to do. It just means your time is short in nikke. Yeah, yeah. And this is kind of what I'm getting at. I feel like the fact that it is such a significant investment, time, and like learning it, and it's so different that I think it could actually turn off a lot of core nikke players where there's like, I don't, you know, like it might be time to retire nikke, you know, because either like your account really gets behind from not doing it, potentially, or you're forced to now do this thing that you don't like. Whereas if it was like a really quick thing to do, or there wasn't any big benefit to doing it, then you could kind of ignore it. But I think it's kind of tough on long-standing nikke players, you know? If you abandon Surface for the dorm feature from Cien, is that a win? Well, I haven't really looked into, like, how the dorm system actually works, like any of the specifics. But from my perspective, it probably would be. And I feel like I've, like, you know, as a day one player, as a content creator, I've had to adapt to, like, a lot of new game modes and, like, learn a lot of things, you know? And I do enjoy that. And outside of like event mini games, which are obviously like pretty different, but you know that's like, all right, we're just gonna do this for like this 1 or 2 weeks, and oftentimes they're very easy, or if not easy, at least simple. You know, it's kind of a limited time thing, you move on. Outside of that, everything has still kind of revolved around this kind of core gameplay, because whether you're doing campaign, or you're doing a union raid, or a solo raid, or you're doing arena or tribe tower, they all certainly have their own factors that change them, and different teams are going to be different for these different kinds of modes. But you're still like, the core concept is like the same thing, right? Simulation Room has its own twist to it. They added Overclock, got extra twist to it, but it's still that same core gameplay. Lost Sector is the only thing that's like dramatically different than like anything else in nikke. because then you're like solving puzzles, right? But it was something that we had from day one. So, you know, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it, right? It's not like a thing that like was added later on and then you're like, oh, if I don't do this, my account's gonna fall off. So I don't know. I think surface mode is a bit of a problem. And I don't say that because I'm just like, oh, this is a terrible mode and like, you know, whatever. Because I'm sure there are people that like it, but I feel like it is a bit of a problem. It could cause a problem for a lot of players. Speaking of minigames, is it bad how excited you are for the upcoming winter event because it means Ice Dragon Saga is hitting the archives and the minigame hits the arcade? Yeah, that's kind of exciting. Dude, there's been so many good minigames. They could keep the look of surface mode, but make it more fun. Then research could make you more effective against that kind of rapture. It's in beta, there's still time to improve it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So hopefully they're like, I would assume they're actively monitoring feedback about it. I mean, they've asked direct feedback questions in the survey about it. It's hard to give like more complex thoughts like I was just doing now about it in the surveys. And they were working on it for like months and months, if not like over a year, right? And so I'm sure they're not going to want to just abandon it. Grimjaw donated $25 with the super chat. Yo, thank you for the super chat. Let's see, what did he say? On a positive note, Winter/New Year's Fund. All right, sweet. Thank you so much for the $25 super chat. It's staying in bright orange in chat right now. I like it. Nice. Well, we're probably going to need it. We've come back with like a decent amount of resources. But I'm probably going to need it. Appreciate the support of the channel. Service will be fine if they get more like a classic RTS. I mean, some people would probably definitely agree with that. Some people maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of hard mode. I'm probably stuck, but let me see. Community support of the people. Shift up made. You get the red hood and Nayuta skin. Nice. So I'm curious, anybody in chat right now, because I want to hear this, like, honest opinions. Like, is there anybody in chat right now that really likes the surface content? And I don't mean, like, it's okay, you know, you don't have a problem with it. Like, is there anybody in chat right now that thinks this is, like, a really good addition to the game, and they enjoy it, like, they're happy that it's here, you know, this is, like, a great update kind of thing, you know? Oh, I failed because I was like not even paying attention. Let's do a poll. Okay. How much do you like Surface? Okay, add another option. All right, so we got 4 options here, okay? So how much... Oop, that's a typo. How much do you like Surface? I'm super excited about it. It's a good addition to the game. Whatever. Or I wish I wasn't in. I wish it wasn't in the game. Okay. So let's see. I kind of want to see just like how much you guys like or dislike it. And let's retry this stage. And let's assume that it just is how it is, right? Like maybe the beta will improve, maybe it won't, but let's just like take it at face value. This is the mode that we have, you know? Let's see from comments. It has high potential, but as it stands, it's not amazing. You genuinely enjoy Surface content and look forward to more of it. Not a fan. Need more auto, lazy, click and forget it. There's more free time to play with the upcoming dorm system. You like it, but you'll do it when the benefits actually become permanent. Okay. You like what it's trying to do, but held back by its slow pace. Eventually you'll max everything out, which is cool, but just kind of meh on it overall. Give us the good shift up. We need dorms, and we need Bay up in it. We'll definitely have a wide variety of opinions on it, sounds like. Oh no, Red Hood died. Can we take out the... Nope, nope, nope. Let's retry this. Which nikke do you want to see in the dorm system the most? I mean, it's just got to be my favorites, right? Dude, seeing Nihilister in a dorm would be, like, hilarious, to be honest. So maybe I have to go with Nihilister. Because it just seems so, like, absurd. The Nihilister would be chilling in a dorm waiting for you to come visit her. Got there. You want to see Maiden's gaming setup? Dude, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Hand holding with Guilty in the dorm? Oh no. Be prepared to lose that hand. Alright, guys. I think it's time to switch to Silver and Blood. Hopefully this stream didn't sound too negative about nikke. Like I said, I'm a little low energy. But I think there was, like, I don't know, some good discussion to be had about it. Let me end the survey really quick here. while I bring up Silver and Blood. Gotta change the stream info. Oh, why did it go to like ultra wide mode? I don't think it was ultra wide last time I played. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me see if I can change this. That's not good for streaming. Let's see. Settings, graphics, aspect ratio. Yeah, I went to 16 by 9. Wait, so now, wait, what? So it's either 16 by 9 or 21 by 9? Why did this change? What? You gotta be kidding me. When did this happen? I didn't even notice that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up, hold up. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. So they didn't get rid of it. They just changed it to 16 by 9 for me for some reason. That's kind of weird. I don't know, like, with an update that then that became the new default or something. Let me like make this a little bigger. Move this over. And fit to screen. There we go. All right, all right. We're back. Okay, let's I'm going to end the poll and see what you guys said. All right, according to the poll, for how much you like surface mode, 50% of you said it's whatever. So I guess you could take it or leave it. 29% said it's a good addition to the game. Okay, so you're feeling a little more positive about it. 21% say you wish it wasn't in the game. And then 0% said you were super excited about it. Obviously, small sample size here. But, you know, we're seeing varied opinions. But no one's, like, hyped for it. And considering 50% of people could take it or leave it. And 29% only say it's a good addition to the game, with 21% wishing it wasn't even part of the game. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely feels like it didn't have the greatest launch. Get that Del Carlo Museum relic? That's true. We should go for it today. I'm using her as my profile picture. Oh, also, let me make a post over on the Silver and Blood Discord. Videos and streams. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Collect our mail. The concept of surface mode is great, but the execution fell flat, at least right now. You're giving it some benefit of the doubt. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The thing for me, like, we can like wrap this up here, but beyond what I've already said about it, I think for me personally, I feel like I just don't have the mental space for it right now. You know? Like, we all have, like, real life stuff, obviously. And then, you know, you're probably playing more than one game.
We have more over here.
And I think me getting really into surface mode is just, like, something that I don't, like I said, I don't have the mental space for right now. Ooh, we have a perfect shard. We have a perfect shard. We'll do that later. Biggest issue with surface mode is the gulf between people's expectations and reality. People wanted something they could play, whereas this was meant to be chipped at periodically. I mean, I would say that is kind of a... That's a bit of a dichotomy in, like, any gacha game, I've noticed. People want to be able to, like, do all the things now, you know? And oftentimes content is not made with that intention. Like, looking at a Theory Restart. Here we go. Didn't think I'd be talking about Theory Restart ever again. Obviously the game had problems. We won't get into all of that. But I will say one thing that I don't think was actually a problem, but kind of became a problem, was the fact that they released, like, really high difficulty content. And again, let's not get into, like, whether the fights were actually designed well or, like, why they were hard or not or whatever. You know, that's his own thing. But let's just, you know, they released some really high difficulty content that was, like, impossible for, like, 99% of people to beat on, like, you know, day one. And it wasn't intended that people would be able to beat that anytime soon, you know? But the fact that it was available, people just wanted to be able to, like, do all the things, right? And so that caused a lot of unrest in the community. People were like, why are all these, like, stupid things that I can't beat, and I don't have the units to do it, and whatever, you know? And so, like, people frequently... You can look at examples in other gacha games too. Like, if there's something there, people want to be able to just, like, do it right away. And
I'll take care of this.
If they can't, then, you know, that's that people feel, like, frustrated and, like, just don't want it, you know?
Countless victories gone.
Did I just click on the wrong stage? What happened there? Oh, I didn't. I just didn't do the quick clear. I was like, what?
That's it. I was just getting warmed up.
It's kind of weird that this event only has 6 stages. Very unusual. Yeah, kind of like Train and Nikke. Yeah. People were very frustrated by that. Whereas, like, clearly this boss is, like, way overtuned. But it's like, okay, well, maybe we just have to wait to be able to beat it, you know? So, you know, I have to recognize that, you know, even as someone who isn't really enjoying surface mode. And, again, a Theory Restart had way more problems that we don't need to get into. But just, you know, I think the thing is, if this is like a long-term game mode that you can chip away at, which is kind of how I've treated it, we need to not have, like, daily tasks where things are, like, falling apart if you're not paying attention to it, you know? Like we saw a second ago when I got in there and I, like, lost one of my outposts or base or whatever they're called, right? Like, if this is a thing that I can, like, take my time on and only you know, and like beat over the next like couple months or whatever, I need to not have to like worry about like shit happening every day or like not being like caught up with it. You know what I mean? All right, Fruit Ninja time. Ooh, Winged Sword. Good stuff. Don't miss out. I like that. Good stuff. Ooh, I gotta get that good stuff sword. Whoa! It just like AoEs the entire screen. Okay, that is good stuff. Oh, I just kind of wasted a sword right there. Dude, imagine they add the swords and the bombs. That would be so terrible. Because then you like want to use your sword, but then you blow up a bunch of bombs. SMB devs played Fruit Ninja. Good stuff. Yeah. Dude, can't go wrong with some Fruit Ninja. That was probably the worst stage, to be honest, because it was just super easy because you get the sword and blow up the whole screen. But it's been a fun minigame. It's been a fun minigame. So where the vassals are constantly getting more and more questionably dressed. Yes, I definitely agree. I've talked about this. Where I feel like it's a bit of a concerning trend. So I'm really curious to see what the next units look like. This is kind of a cool profile picture. Because I think like this works. She's literally a succubus, right? Like if we're going to have some like questionable designs, like okay, sure, we have some like half-naked succubus. That's fine. But you know, even like we have a very cultured design here of Del Carlo. This is like a totally different level, right? And so I hope that like our next batch of units is more along the lines of like Del Carlo and not just like another like naked unit. You know what I mean? Let's do Time Worn Mausoleum.
The hour of execution has come.
All right, so we're going to use Del Carlo. Where's she at? First time getting to use her.
Unleash the devil.
Oh, she sounds crazy. Unleash the devil. Nice. Starting off with Van Helsing's weapon.
Revel in death's embrace.
Dude, that burst animation from Del Carlo. Dang. And honestly, like getting a dude, like another Van Helsing type character would be cool. I'm here for it. But, I mean, it hasn't been that long. I shouldn't say, like, it's been that crazy. It's just recently they've been super crazy. Because, like, before Letitia and Serafina, like, Seraphina is not that crazy. She's wearing, like, straight up armor, right? And before that, we had what? Was it Quinn? No. Who was the last units? I don't know, but we've had a lot of units that are not like half naked. You know, like we had Albric, who was a male character. We had Quinn. Like, there's been a lot of good ones that are fully clothed. But the recent trend has just been a little crazy. Fanny is not subtle either. That's very true. Fanny is definitely not subtle. But she came with Genevieve, who is, like, not that crazy. Hey, we just got her cat form. Dude, I like that. This is her relic. What else do I need? Alright, I need a pearl and that coral stuff. Put this down here for now. Only the males are clothed? No, like, Quinn is super clothed. Seraphina is super clothed. Honestly, like, a lot of them are. But yeah, our most recent banners have been a bit wild. I don't know. Do I care about any of this? I guess I'll grab this. Spectral Guild Rain is definitely pretty unclothed, that's true. He's, what even is he wearing? Is he even wearing pants? Or is it just, like, shadow? Like, I don't know. Dang, I don't want any of these things. I guess I'll take another one of these. What, like... Ooh, okay. So we got a part for the cat. Hopefully I'm able to finish this. Gotta keep my eye out for the pearl. Take the meteors, I guess. What do I need the silver for? Oh, I need it for Agaris. Still have not gotten his weapon. Alright, I guess I'm finishing Bella's chest right now. Cool. Yes, okay. Sweet. Got there. Let's see, what does it do? All damage bonus, magic damage bonus, attack speed. Put it down here. Man, I'm not going to be able to complete any other new ones? That's unfortunate. Nothing for Agaris or Kane. I guess I'll take this. And this. None of that really is useful to me right now, but okay. Alright, looks like Del Carlo's the only one we got to finish, but hey. At least I finished one new thing. I like her whole, like, tarot card effects for her attack animations. It's pretty cool.
Is it finally over?
Yes, Agaris, it's finally over. Here we go. Got it. Yeah, so still need Canes and Agaris. This is the second day I'm using them, too. Couldn't find their weapons. Have I done Livian or Alexi's relics? Yes, I have. You can see them right here.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Alright, Tomb of the Fallen. You know what, wait, let me see if I can level up. Do any more equipment stuff really quick before I do that. Let's see, 84, 84.
Ever ready to
There
slay
we go.
those who... Is this warmth the divine's embrace? Ever ready to...
Like, the majority of designs aren't really that wild. How much harder is floor 2 Crypt of Doom than floor 1? Hard? I'm not sure like how to say that. It's definitely harder though. It's definitely harder. We can try it. We can try it right now. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I guess just where I was with my account. Like, it was noticeably more difficult. It was definitely noticeably more difficult. It took me a while to be able to beat this. Still can't beat floor 3. Alright, but I want to focus on this because you get the pieces for the helmet. So if I can beat floor 2 of this, that would be great. And I think I want to try something a little bit new. So this is the team that I beat floor 1 with. But I think we're going to try using acapella again.
This is quite interesting.
And probably going with Timeless Iona.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
Now, let's see, look at this. Like, I just wonder if, like, going for the top bonus is needed. Like, I wonder if this is a trap. Because not using Timeless Iona just feels like such a big loss of power. So I'm going to try this. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm asking for trouble here. But I wasn't able to beat it before. So maybe I'll be able to do it with this strategy. Found Seraphina invaluable for hitting the boss speed points. Yeah, Seraphina is way like the most important unit for the other fight. She might be good here too, honestly. But let's see how this goes. Oops, I didn't mean to have on my auto ultimate. How did I do no damage to it? What? Okay, hold up. Let's restart. Did I miss? I definitely hit her with Alexi's ultimate. Or hit it with Alexi's ultimate. Wow, that did not even do close to enough damage. Without the team bonus, maybe that really does make a big difference. But Timeless Iona is still shredding. I should definitely not have that on auto, though. Okay, hold up. Let's restart this.
I'll take care of this.
I feel like Timeless Iona might be a thing that I want to do, but maybe not acapella. Maybe, I mean, maybe I should just go back to, what's her name? Stella? That's her name, right? Ooh, boy, I'm running out of time. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not having the bonus is kind of terrible. We might have to go back to using Lamia. I think we do have to go back to using Lamia. The temptation to use Timeless Iona is just so strong, though. Because, like, when she's actually just damaging the boss, she did crazy damage. But I feel like it's just not letting Alexi hit as hard as she needs to. Oh, but you know what? Actually, hold up. I didn't try Del Carlo.
Now then, unleash the devil.
Okay, so this would actually allow me to then use Timeless Iona.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
So maybe we do this. Good collab for this game would be Tugan Onkai, anime about demons with magic weapons made of blood. I haven't heard of it, but sounds like it might be a good fit. Okay, I think I'm going to try this. I really do not have experience using Del Carlo. So, I mean, this is going to be new. Oof. Dude, they're so tanky. Maybe I'm just not strong enough for floor 2 at all. Maybe that's just the limitation of my power level at this point. Because, like, I just didn't do enough damage at all to those rats. Alright, alright. Well, I'll have to come back to this when I have better equipment. So we'll just quick battle our floor 1. I do think it's very important to try and be able to clear floor 1. Because then you can start farming helmets. And that's going to be really important. I have also heard that Fleeting Bella is extremely helpful in this boss fight. I don't have her, but if you do, you're well equipped. Like, Fleeting Bella is good in general, but apparently to clear like the 5th floor, which obviously I'm not even close to that power level, Fleeting Bella is like almost essential. Alright, is there any equipment that we can give to people? I think I've gotten to the point where I really just need some specific pieces of manufacture. I should keep going to manufacture. Faction gear? Because, like, other than that, basically everybody has tier 9 gear. I mean, we're getting down to, like, you know, Clive Jr., who doesn't have it. So give floor 1 a shot tomorrow. Got lucky with Alexi and Livian pulls. Nice. Not as lucky as me, but still. Well, I'm glad you did, because honestly, that could be a huge trap. And I think the way that they did the banners is, you know, not good. So, like, you got to get lucky. Otherwise, it's, like, not worth it. Jack, have you beaten floor 1 yet? You were saying you found Seraphine invaluable for hitting the boss weak points. I don't know if that was just referring to the bear for farming rings, because, like, absolutely. But I'm curious if you've been using her on the new stage.
Cleaning is not my forte.
Okay, this might be... I'm ranked 27, so this might be a situation where I just don't attack. Because everybody is so strong. It's kind of the reality of it. Yeah. Okay. So go to our normal gauntlet.
Intertwine. Great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Dude, even here everybody is very strong. Like here's a bot, but like the actual players, I don't know. Well, this is like a real match I could do.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
I should probably update my team. Although in this case, this is actually a really good team against these specific people. So I'll stick with it. If you haven't already, go ahead and give the stream a like. I'd definitely appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Grimjaw's super chat finally went away. Maybe it went away a while ago, but it was up there for so long I got used to it being there. And like now, I'm like, whoa. Disappeared. Dude, this is a very close fight. Ooh, I think we lost. Oh, no. Okay, maybe we're coming back. I think we're coming back. Stella finally managed to topple their Iona. Okay, yeah, we got it. That was a very close fight, though. That was a very close fight.
Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Stella continues to be super useful in Arena. PvP. Whatever we're calling it. Gauntlet. I'm just going to quick battle this one.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
This should be another easy win, so I'll quick battle it as well.
Every me stands with you now. Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a
Great
try?
riches abound. We're just taking easy wins now. Easy wins, easy wins.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
We had one interesting battle. we don't need to tempt our luck.
Great riches abound.
Although,
Care to give it a try?
we probably lose to this team. Unless I just changed up my team. But, yeah, it's not worth it. We'll just take another easy one. Grimjaw donated another $25 with the super chat. Bro. He says, it went away, my bad. That was not like, for the record, that was not me being like, oh, you should make another one. But thank you. I appreciate it. Again, thank you for supporting the channel. Damn. All right. Well, I guess it'll stay up there again for a while. Grimjaw is gotcha claws? Dude, for real.
Violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Yeah. Now I have this giant orange notification box showing up now. I mean, like, you see the notification box that shows up here. I don't know if it does it show up as like a giant ass like orange box for all of you guys, or does that only show up for me? Like, if I look at the chat, if somebody makes a big donation, like, I get a notification for any super chat, obviously, but I don't know what the threshold is. But if like it's a certain amount, it becomes this like big bright thing that like stays there. I don't know if that's just for me or if everybody sees that. Okay, so here, this is what I'm saying. This is the value of that, the new stage that we were doing. Because here, I'm going to get a free helmet now. Obviously, I don't get to choose which one it is, but it's guaranteed to be a faction helmet. Kingdom Heavy Armor. This is probably literally the worst option possible. Of course that would be like that. You guys see it too? It's big and orange for you? Okay, alright. I wasn't sure. Dude. What a troll pull of equipment. Alright. Can anybody even use that? Kingdom Heavy Armor? Like, Kingdom is probably the least exciting faction for most units. And, like, Heavy Armor is only on tanks. And, like literally nobody can even use that helmet. What? Come on. That's so annoying. That's dumb. But what is this icon that Letitia has? She's the only one that has this. Oh, I think it means that she's like the... What do they call it? The Oathsworn. That's probably what that means. Yeah, because she has a different one. So Alexi... wait, is Alexi the Oathsworn? I thought Livian was. Oh no, she is the Oathsworn. Okay, alright. Do I have a lot of affinity materials? Why don't I use that? I mean, I do. I guess I'm just saving it for like... Here, actually, let's go to the castle. I don't think I've done my council chamber yet. Or collected my expedition rewards. Because like if there's like... Okay, so anniversary is in December. So I want to make sure I can like, you know, get their affinity way up, I guess, is why I'm saving it. No one's maxed out yet, right? That I'm using? Okay, good. Good. Alright, begin meeting. What are your thoughts on exploring other Bloodborne factions on this continent? Letitia's here for it. Alexi agrees. Livian. Alright, Van Helsing and Haughty are like, why are we even talking about this? Alright, we're going to say actively seek. Alright. So everybody except Haughty got 170. Nice. Nice. 25 up. Even though Haughty didn't agree, she leveled up. So does Van Helsing. So does Alexi. So does Livian. Dude, like literally everybody except Letitia leveled up. That was nice. You heard the anniversary banner is the Count from Sesame Street? Dude, that's like the most... Dude, imagine a Sesame Street collab. Nice, we reached a milestone. Honestly, if they made the Count from Sesame Street, I'd pull. I'd do it. I think the only people I have maxed out are... wait, to the parlor. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I just yawned in everybody's ear. Iona and Otavia. Technically, Iona isn't maxed out yet, but she can get to 40 if I get another copy of her. So I guess Otavia is my only, like, maxed. Oh, Bella is maxed out, too. I have a new journal entry. Is chat even old enough to remember Sesame Street? I remember Sesame Street. I actually was never like a big Sesame Street kid, but my sister watched it. And so I just like always saw it on the background. So even though like, I don't know what I wanted to do. Surprisingly, you know, when I was like 3-4 years old or whatever, like I wasn't into watching TV, which I feel like all kids want to just like stare at a screen. But I wasn't into it. But my sister always did. So I saw a lot of Sesame Street because of that, because it would be like always on in the house. Anyway, let's use some affinity items. As a very old person in chat, you remember it.
I didn't expect to meet someone so intriguing.
28 for acapella. Who else? Let's get Serafina to 9.
I usually operate alone. But it's
Dr. Eagles used to watch them. Nice. Alright, chat. Who was your favorite Sesame Street character? Oh, I should give some to Del Carlo, because why not? Grandpa's in chat.
You wish to exchange the Ace of Cups with me? It would be my pleasure. You wish to exchange the Ace of Cups with me? It would be my pleasure.
It would be my pleasure. Oscar the Grouch. Dude, I also liked Oscar the Grouch. I remember liking Oscar the Grouch. Snuffleupagus, then Super Grover? Wait, is Super Grover his own unique character? Is that not just Grover? Dude, we're getting into the deep lore now. I do remember that Grover would sometimes like put on a cape. I think that's a thing.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Okay, did we do everything? Oh wait, check in with the clan. Okay, we did everything here. Grover is his secret identity.
Perfect time. Why don't you?
Was the stream okay? Okay, it is. Weird. My browser just like suddenly said there was a problem.
Let me come. Perfect time.
Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna do a little bit of hard mode. Let's do a little bit of hard mode. So I'm in the middle of chapter 18 now. It's been kind of a weird one. Not much of anything has happened. To be fair, I think we're kind of like cooling down now because the end of chapter 17 was like a major milestone in the story. And now chapter 18, I don't know, we're like with this new character. And she's just kind of like wandering around and like, I shouldn't say who she met and all that, but not a whole lot has happened.
This is quite interesting.
And I meant no offense to Grover.
Quite interesting. This is quite interesting. This is quite
I'll remember to try and keep his secret.
to bring me. Listen to Faith's solo performance. Without end becomes this moment. Listen to Faith's solo performance. You are beginning from here. There lies my hope. Without end becomes this moment.
Oh, did somebody go down? Did we lose
From here.
Starry-Eyed Iona? I think she went down.
Lead us to the next battle.
It's okay, we won anyway. Don't want to upset the Grover fans, you know.
This is quite interesting.
I remember liking Big Bird.
We fight to bring peace. This is quite interesting.
Oscar the Grouch. Those are like the two that stand out to me. Oh, Bert and Ernie. I did like Bert and Ernie. Which, honestly, I don't even remember much of anything about why any of these characters appealed to me. Again, mostly just kind of watching it in the background.
This is quite interesting.
Listen to Fate's solo performance. Without end comes this moment. Without limit begins a
Alright, if Silver and Blood did a collab with Sesame Street, we already established that one of the characters is going to be Count. Who's the second character? Because there's always going to be at least like 2 collab characters, right? So we have the Count, and who else? I'm not letting go of the Sesame Street thing. No Elmo memories? Honestly, not really. Like, I mean, it's not like I disliked Elmo at all. And Elmo is like probably the most famous Sesame Street character, right? But I don't know if there was, I can't remember any like specific thing of like really liking Elmo. Miss Piggy? Alright, I could see it.
Countless victories guide us to the next battle. It is
Alright, so you heard it here first. Silver and Blood Sesame Street collab with Miss Piggy and the Count.
This is quite interesting.
listen to Fate's solo performance. Without end becomes this moment.
Wasn't Miss Piggy a Muppet baby? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, so again, we're talking about stuff that I don't really know. Because I've never seen a Muppet movie. But like, are the Muppets...
without limit begins
The Muppets have nothing to do with Sesame Street? Like, is Miss Piggy actually not in Sesame Street? Maybe that's true.
This is quite interesting.
Piggy, Gonzo, Kermit, Fozzie, and 1 or 2 others were all Muppet babies.
Listen to Fate's solo performance.
Wait, but are Muppets not related to Sesame Street? Are they like 2 distinct IPs?
And return what once was. Oh, is that all? How boring.
Alright, 7222.
This is quite interesting.
past or future. Every me stands with you now.
Please, be gentle with those flowers.
I'm not part of the gentleman's club, the old man's club. I guess not. I. We're gonna need a Muppet lore stream. Clearly, I'm the wrong person
Boring.
to be doing a Muppet lore stream.
quite interesting.
There lies my home. Listen to Fate's solo performance. Ignorance too, without end becomes this moment. And the future without limit begins from here. There lies my home. Listen to Fate's solo performance. The past without end becomes this moment. And the future without limit begins from
Next stream, Muppet class. Sparks learns the Muppets. Dude, this stream has gone off the rails. Oh man. What are we even talking about at this point? Should I be redeeming things here? I feel like I want to save for this. I want this background. The dragons, that's pretty dope. Have to resist the temptation to get these things. Who is this? Is this Quinn? I kind of want this wallpaper. So they have new wallpapers you can redeem for. So you have the event one. And then this is the one that I want with Lamia here. So hopefully I can get enough to exchange for that. What's the other one? One with Stella and Noah. So yeah, my plan, if it's possible by the end of the event, is to get this background first. And this is for your player card, by the way. Get this dragon background. And then try and get this Lamia wallpaper. And then after that, I don't know, whatever. Like, whatever I have resources left over for, I guess. With the event currency. Next video, which Muppet has the best gotcha skin? Yeah.
The longest journey begins.
All right, let's open this perfect shard. Who are we hoping for here? I can't get Spectral Gilrain, right? He's not in these shards. Oh, he is. All right, so Spectral Gilrain continues to be the only person I don't have. And like I said, he's kind of not even wearing pants, right? Like, he has some straps around him. And this black stuff is just like shadow, evil energy, bloodborne power. I don't know. But like, I don't think this black stuff is even really pants. He's probably one of the least clothed characters. But pants or no pants, we got to get our boy. He's the only one missing. I have literally every other unit, including all the ancestors. Yeah, 2 belts equals pants in Starplay in Silver and Blood. Pretty much. Like, okay, arguably, hold up. Let's go through this. I would say,
Would you like to rest first? Or play with me?
even Alexi. I mean, Alexi's kind of naked, but she may be slightly more clothed than Gilrain.
Stay with me.
Livian probably takes the award of most naked character, though. Like, she literally, like, if we were seeing other angles here, she just like, doesn't have anything on.
I didn't startle you.
Letitia also
Did I?
not leaving much to the imagination. So I think probably Livian is the least clothed, then Letitia. And then I'm going to say Spectral Gilrain, maybe the next person, and then after that Alexi. I don't think there's anybody else that's less clothed than Spectral Gilrain. Mass? What is Mass wearing? I mean, Mass looks weird, but actually she just has like really tight clothing on. Yeah. All right. Now that we have that important lore established, let's see if we can get our dude.
The pleasure is mine.
Genevieve, it's kind of disappointing. Between all those units, they have 51% of an outfit. Yeah, pretty much. Genevieve, a really cool looking unit, honestly. I'm a big fan of like the perspective and like the whole chess piece theme. A very clothed unit. We're on the opposite end of the spectrum here. But just hasn't proven to be like that great. She's not bad, but I'm just not even sure she belongs on the summoning team. She is the like first extra copy I've gotten of her though. So that's cool, I guess.
Victory is ours.
All right, guys. I think that's it. Oh, let's collect this really quick.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Ooh, nice. We got another poll. Ooh, do I actually... Hold up. Do I have a friendship poll? Maybe I do. No, not even close. I'm at 46. By the way, this is how far I went into this banner before I got Del Carlo. Also got a Kane along the way, which was not exciting. But yeah, it wasn't terrible. Only had to do 6 multis. Got Kane, also got Del Carlo, so not bad, not bad. The cool thing about at least these kind of banners is that you can use the white scrolls on them. You don't have to use your red ones, so not bad, not bad. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a good stream. Hope you guys have a great night, and let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to see. I'm always open to feedback. Obviously, there's stuff that I do all the time, whether it's like, you know, Nikke or any other game. You know, I do things like character testing and things like that. But recently, I've been trying to do like a few extra different things, and like listening to like, you know, channel members' feedback specifically. And yeah, just, you know, trying to keep things from getting into a rut, I guess you could say. So yeah. All right. Hope you guys have a great night, morning, or whatever time of day it is for you, wherever you're at. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream.